video and showing my channel Broke Budgets some interest. My name's Christine and I'm tracking my family's financial savings journey here on this channel. So if you're interested in content related to budgeting, saving, or cash envelope stuffing, that's what I'll be doing over here, and I'd love to have you subscribe and join us on this journey. Disclaimer before anything, I'm not a professional, I'm not a financial advisor, don't work at a bank, I suck at math, I'm just figuring things out as I go. So if you see something that I'm doing that doesn't add up, it's wrong, it's not going to work out, please let me know in the comments. I could use all the advice, all the guidance that you'd be willing to offer, and I'd really appreciate it as well. If you enjoy this video and you like hanging out with me as I try to figure things out, please like and share. I'd appreciate that as well. All right, in today's video, I'm going to be going through my purple budget binder, which is what I use for my daily expenses or my variable expenses. And I'm going to see what we have left over from the week. Today's Saturday, and I want to empty this out as well as do like a budget with me sinking funds stuffing video. So that's our plan. All right, so let's get into it. We have our floating $1. I don't know what this dollar's from. It's just in here and I just kept it in here. This envelope is for any extra money that we might have. Like if I go over in gas or groceries or something, I can pull it out of there. So speaking of gas, we have $60 left over. And I think that's the only pocket that has anything left over in it. Yeah. And then we have our deposit bag in the back. So what we do, this has $80 in it. So what we do is we charge everything to a credit card. We get lots of points back, which translate to cash back on the credit card. So every purchase is made with the credit card, but we use the binder and the cash budget system as a visual aid for us. So it helps us like see how much we have left and what we're spending and where the money's going. And at the end of the week, the deposit bag should cover the expenses that we have, the transactions that were made on the card. So this week, our deposit bag is a little bit off because my partner took his $55 out a little bit early. So I have $80 in the deposit bag, but I actually spent $135. But that's okay. It'll work out because I won't give him spending money next week, and then that money will just pay off the card. So our leftover is 60, which was accurate, and our bag is 80, which is what's supposed to be 135, but 80 after John took his stuff. So altogether 140, 60, 80. All right, so we have 140 to play with. What am I gonna do with that? Okay, we'll figure that out in a second. So yeah, that's our expense tracker for the week. I did originally budget to have $140 go into the sinking funds this week, but we did have a little bit of extra money, so I have $165 set aside to go into the sinking funds. But with this extra $140, what I'm going to do is take away $20 and put this towards my buffer, and then I'm going to take the 120 and the 165 to 85 and split that up into the sinking funds. So I will do that in a second. Let me put this aside. I will do that in a second. I just want to go through my budget quickly and stuff the binder for next week. This was sinking funds. Sometimes this rollover will go towards the bills, but This time around, I went to the sinking funds. Okay, so some strange things happened this week with income. So I don't get paid this week. My partner does. And last week he was also supposed to be paid, but part of that income, part of his check did not come through until today, which is Saturday, which was weird and annoying. So we're going to count today's money, even though it was from last week. We're going to count that for this coming week's expenses. So his income is not set, but we typically are able to gauge how much will be coming in, or about how much will be coming in. So I know next week he's at least gonna have $780 coming in, plus that $480 that was late. So that's what that's about. If this is higher, like if he ends up bringing in more, then that's fine. That extra money is again gonna go to the sinking funds. So our bills are already put in here and calculated. $730. We're gonna do everything based off of this expected income, which is $1260. Yeah, and then minus $730 leaves us with $530. And then my variable expenses. So this is the part where the binder needs to be refilled. So this is what I use to go off of. So for gas, we're gonna put 120 in here. Now last week I put 150 and he only used 90 because I had that 60 rollover. So I lowered it to 120, and let's see how he does this week. Groceries are 140. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are sticky. We do like a larger grocery shopping trip every other week. There's a motorcycle outside. Sorry if you can hear that. We do a larger grocery shopping trip every other week, and then in between weeks I'll put like $20 or $25 for anything that we forgot or have to pick up through the week. So shopping gets 20. That's for things that aren't food. Marshall's sucks me in every time. Dining out gets 20. Kids gets 20. If you haven't watched my other video, I said that right now we are not able to put aside money for the kids, like as an extra expense. Like I can't budget for them weekly and put money aside for them, like for their sinking funds. So what I'm going to do is budget for them weekly. So if we want to do something or buy something for the kids, we have that money. But if we don't spend this $20, then at the end of the week, instead of counting this in the rollover, I'll put this 20 into their individual sinking funds. So that's my way of trying to kill two birds with one stone. And then I get $20. And then my partner, he took his money out early, so he doesn't get fun money. Okay, so that's the $340. Okay, and then I should have $190 for the sinking funds at the end of next week. What I have on hand is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. I have 140 cash on hand. So after I stuff the sinking funds for this week, I will put this at the beginning of the binder, and that'll be. So I have budgeted for 140 to go into the sinking funds, but I told you I had the extra 25, so I have 165 in here ready to be stuffed right now. Now next week, although I planned for 190, I only have 140 on hand, so I'm going to put this in. This will get sorted into the funds next Saturday. Okay, so this week I had 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 220, 40, 60, 85. 285 to go into the sinking funds. All right, so let's take a minute and look at the sinking fund sheet. I'm gonna take a break and figure out how much I want to put in here. Be right back. Okay, I'm back and I figured out how I want to split up this 285. So let me just double check. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 220, 40, 60, 85. 285. Okay, so I decided that house is getting $150. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. I'm going to put 160 in and take a 10 out. Take a 10 out. I don't need $1,000 bill, like placeholder or anything yet, because I don't have $1,000 cash for the house yet. I have like 4 something put away in the bank. Okay. Rent, we're gonna put $10 in here. This is not for monthly payments. This is us putting some money away here and there so that 1 month we don't have to worry about the rent payment, but the rent we pay out of the checking. So that's a new fund that we're starting. Debt, we're gonna do $30. So I'm gonna put in 40 and take out a 10. So this is $60 now. Emergencies, we're gonna put that 10, no, we're gonna put 30 in there. Okay. $70. Christmas, we're gonna do a 20. That's 60. Car, I'm gonna do a 25. Oh, see, this is what I hate about not having change. Okay, so let's do this. Car, I'm gonna do 30. And I know I have 10 singles in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. So this is 120 now. I'll do 10 here. I'm actually gonna do 5 here. So the car should have 120. 120, perfect. So I am gonna do a $5 savings challenge, but it's not a 30-day savings challenge or like a 52-week savings challenge. It's just, you know, you put in when you can and you get to 500 when you get to 500. So it's not necessarily a priority sinking fund, but it's in there. So we started that fund today as well. All together, I know this week I saved $285, so I put 150. This is gonna look the exact same as what I just did, but sometimes it will be different because some weeks I'll be able to put in multiple times a week. So it won't always be identical. But this week I only put in once. Last week I put in twice, so it was different. 60, 125, and 10. Okay, so 285 saved this week so far, which might not seem like a lot, but all of these funds are new funds that I just started 2 weeks ago. So this is all money that I've put away in the last 2 weeks. So 1140, 10, 60, 70, 60, 120, 5, and 10. So the debt payments, this is for an additional debt payment at the end of the month. I've only done this for 2 weeks for July, so I'm not going to make an additional payment this month, but next month at the end of August I should have a more significant number saved up, a higher number saved up. So I will be able to make an additional debt payment at the end of August. All right, so this month I've saved 280, 340, 4, crap, I lost it, 140, 150, 210, 280, 340, 460, 475, 475. All right, so this week I saved 285, but last week and this week together I saved 475. So I'm excited about that. And I still have this 20 to go into my buffer. Okay, so that takes care of that. So we went over last week's expenses. I went over this week's budget, how I broke it down, and we also stuffed our sinking funds. So we're done here. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, or advice, please drop a comment below. If you enjoyed hanging out here today, like the video, share the video, and please subscribe so that you can join me on this journey. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.